Hello, welcome to Level 1 Plumbing. Today I'm going to teach you how to make this frame following the diagram. It involves copper pipe bending, soldering and using compression fittings. Let's do it. Right, so now we have accurately drawn out onto a board the correct measurements. Right, so the next job is we're going to put some clips around our diagram. So at this stage, the more clips, the merrier, because if you've got more clips, then it'll make your work, it will force your measurements to be right. Because if your work doesn't fit into the clips, then it means your measurements on your pipe will be out. So at the bottom, we're going to have 22mm clips, and the rest of it is going to be 15mm clips. So I'm going to be using the bradawl just to poke some holes into the wood. One there. Right, so we have spent a lot of effort drawing out our work and putting the clips in. So the next job is let's put the fittings in place that we're going to be using for this. Okay, so first of all, we've got a compression fitting. So this particular one is a 22, 15, 15mm compression fitting. That is going to go here. Then we've got a 22, 15, 15mm end feed T. That is going to go here. And then in the middle, we've got a 15mm end feed coupling, which is going to go here in the centre. So let's remind ourselves how a compression fitting works. So this is a 22, 15, 15 T. You always say that one last. Right, so what we're going to do, what you do, it just consists of a nut, an olive, like this, push it all the way in, okay, right. We then use some water pump pliers and a spanner. Okay, so it's got to be more than hand tight, so that's hand tight. So we need a spanner just to give it a few turns. That's solid now. I always suggest when doing these projects, always get the big pipe, the big and long pipes out of the way with first. So in this case, I recommend let's get the 22mm pipe done first. So it's got to be, so looking at our board, 495 middle to middle. Okay, so the actual pipe length is not going to be 495mm because the pipe grows something called the X dimension either side. to work out the X dimension, let me show you an easy way to do it. I'm going to wrongly cut the pipe 495 millimeters. Let me do that now. It's on the 3 wheels, 1, 2, 3. And what you do, nice and loose, quarter turn, nice and loose. So, like that. And deburr it. Right, so I've cut this pipe 495mm as per the middle to middle, but it's wrong, so let me show you why. So when you push this into here, like that, when you push this into here, like this, I'll just put this here just to centre the pipe more accurately. So there, and there. Right, it's like this. So can you see that cutting the pipe at 495mm is actually wrong? Okay, so let me sort of show you a way to work this out. It's because we've got our jig like this, we can put it. So when we cut our pipe 495mm long, it's 22mm too long. So we need to cut off 22mm off this pipe. Right, so we've cut this pipe wrongly at 495mm, and what's happened is, because the pipe doesn't go all the way to the centre, so if you look on here, because the pipe doesn't go to the centre, we need to deduct the X dimension here, that's called the X dimension. So that's called the X dimension. From there to the middle. Right, we'll now measure back 22mm. You take rest. We pop this in like that. So there you go. Right, so at this stage, we're not going to be tightening up the fittings with a spanner or soldering. We're just going to get it all fabricated, and we will do that last. Right, so now we're going to work out this bit from here to here. This generally pushes into there. That's what we do. Push it all the way in. You can feel it stop. Right, so now we've just got to pull a 90-degree bend here and a 90-degree bend to here, to this 15mm coupling. Right, so what we're going to do, so I've cut 2 pieces of pipe, 650mm long. Okay, it's a little bit too long, but we will cut it down later. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take that out there. Push that like that. Okay, so we just pushed it all in place for now. Like that. Draw a line there and a line there. Looking at the McCowan measure back chart, we need to measure back from here 70mm. Okay, which is here. There. We do the same with this side. We measure back 70mm, which is here. So like this. Measure back 70mm. done a line and some ticks. So I know this is a line I want. So we've now got to bend two 90-degree bends. I would bend one with the traditional scissor pipe benders, and I will then do the other one using the Monument Masters. Right, so in the pipe bender, what you want is and what we want is this line. So I've measured back line has got to be here, like this, like this. Okay, so that's going to be, so that's how it's looking in the bender. The measured back line, where we measure back 70mm, so we measure back 70mm from here, and that goes just exactly there, if you can see it, exactly at the start of the former, right there, like that. You can now bend the pipe 90 degrees. Right, so that measure back technique is called the McEwen measure back technique. He was one of my old pupils years ago, and he invented it. Right, so we're going to bend it 90, so we're going to look at the marks on the pipe bender, but we're not going to trust them for an assessment. So we're going to bend it before it looks like 90. So before it gets to the 90, before it's anywhere near 90, so roughly when the pipe touches the middle there, that's 90, but we're not going to trust this. So what we're going to do, hold it, taking the pressure off, we're just looking down and you can see it's got to go in. So it's in line this way. It's got to go a bit more. So we're just going to go a little bit more. Take the pressure off and do it the same again. So it's in line here. And it could go just a little bit more there. Like that. And then just sort of double check it with a square. That's the first one done. Okay, so this time, put the lid on like this. We then line up the line. Right, so the measured back line just touches the end of the stop there. We then can proceed to bend this to 90 degrees. 90 again. Don't even trust the marks on these ones either. But so once it sort of starts to look near 90. We can then do, like before, just check it with the square. With these benders, once it gets to the end of the mark there, once you can just sort of see the second line, that's about 90. But we're going to sort of check it. We're going to take the pressure off and just sort of check it with the square. And like that. Like that. What we then do, push it all in. That one, and then the other side, like this, like this. Right, so this mark here is half of 495mm there. So we're going to mark that there. We're going to cut it like this. Make sure this is all sort of in line. And the other mark, just at the end of the pipe, there. And then cut this one here. Like that. Then just put the coupling in place for now. Put the coupling in place. Like that. That's how it's looking. So we'll then wait a minute for it just to cool. We'll then use a wet rag. You wipe off all the excess flux. Then using a spanner, we then do up the compression joints nice and tight. Okay, remember, more than hand tight. Stop ending one side, like that. bar pressure, like that. So we've pressure tested our work, there's no leaks. So we can now just give it one big final clean up using some wire wool. So it's nice and shiny and ready to be presented to the teacher, so the teacher can assess it. Yes. Now you know how to do a level 1 plumbing job. It's your turn to do it as good as this.